Nancy, I never expected to meet you in these circumstances, as we say. I know that's not funny, but
No, I didn't expect it either. I don't think anybody did.
tell us, kind of just fill us in as to exactly what happened.
Well, the route that goes through Missouri goes through on pretty busy highways. The roads really aren't very friendly in Missouri, at least not compared to a lot of the other places the riders go through. Sometime late at night, a 17-year-old in a car was trying to change the music.
Right?
He
Playing his phone, I understand.
of
Yeah,
mom's follow vehicle. Fortunately, everybody's okay. The bike rack
good.
was just a great crumple zone. Somehow, even the bike was fine.
The bike was okay.
The bike was okay. It took a lot to get it out of there, but the bike was okay.
Wow.
It
Wow.
was it was very scary though.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
involved is just really pleasantly surprised that my
And
mom's.
it didn't shove the car forward into Sandy.
It
There.
shoved the car forward. Sandy was to the right of it somehow. Nobody can explain how.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Thank God for that. Or thank somebody.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
We're all
So, this happened about when?
I think it happened around 11. Around 11. So the roads weren't very busy. Um, all things considered, we thought we were going through at a really good time since
Well, he
there's.
must have been totally distracted. I mean, you got these flashing lights, and goodness
Oh
sakes.
yeah, the triangle, the big red bar of
Yeah,
lights, the
yeah.
caution signs, the amber
Well,
flashing
that's
lights.
that's one of the reasons that they have the required follow, at night.
Yeah, without the
Um,
required follow, I wouldn't have a mom.
I mean, first of all, I immediately thought of Maria Parker.
Yeah.
Almost an identical accident. She's riding recumbent. A woman is distracted by her phone. Excuse me. That's just my wife. I can call her later. Um, distracted by the phone, rear-ended. Of course, the car was, I think, totaled there, as I recall, and her
Yeah.
bike was totaled.
And people were sent to the hospital, and the bikes
Yeah,
were.
I believe so. I don't know if there was any long-term injury or not, but yeah, I immediately thought of that. And then, of course, we had a terrible incident a couple of years ago where someone was violating the rules, although it was the driver's fault. Had that follow vehicle been there where it should have been, and the rules said it should have been, he wouldn't have been injured. But thankfully, you were following the rules and so forth. So, how's Sandy doing?
Sandy is, in a lot of ways, at peace. You've got to understand, she passed the point where she DNF'd in 2010. And
Yeah, not very far, but she did.
she did. And she was riding strong. Back in 2010, she was really in a bad way, and she was in a bad way for a long time. When her follow vehicle got rear-ended, she felt like a ram racer. She felt like she had legs to continue, and she felt kind of
Yeah,
at peace is what she said. Like she felt like she didn't need to complete ram to prove
that
that
she
she
could
was who
do it.
she thought she was.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that was pretty obvious from what we were able to see and what you shared with us.
Oh yeah.
She was doing well, and I mean, uh, she has her. I mean, she had her thing together, Nancy.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I didn't get that little bit up because of my own uh, my own physical limitations. I just couldn't do anymore. But there was such a beautiful situation where you thought she'd made the wrong turn, but you did made the wrong turn. She knew the route better than you did. Isn't that correct?
My mom knows this route. She knows this race, and she put in every bit of work she had to do to be prepared for it. Um, she's not only a phenomenal racer, she's a phenomenal crew chief.
She has done it all.
Yeah,
She has done
everything
it
to
all
finish.
for years,
Yeah,
for years.
no, she's amazing.
Well, we're so grateful that no one was injured.
We all are. Yeah,
That's number one. We're even grateful the bike wasn't injured. That's number two. We, that's a always a classic question that cyclists ask: how's the bike?
the bike. I don't know how the bike was fine. If you look at how that rack was, the bike shouldn't have been fine.
It's a good thing we're laughing, Nancy.
Yeah,
It's a
that
good
was one
thing
of the
we're
two
laughing.
options.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know what to say, and I just, I know, I think so many people have been devastated. I've had questions asked of me, and what's going on, and I said I don't know. I did spot the post at the interview they did on the Race Across America Facebook page. I would refer people to that because I believe it was it Tim that they interviewed there, any one of you anyhow. Um, but it was a good interview, I thought.
Yeah.
Um, and it's good to talk to you. And it's important to me, at least, to kind of put a, I don't know what, I don't want to call it a period, Nancy. What do you call it? Um,
As
the race is over for Sandy. Let's put it that way.
right.
But she will go on.
Yes, she will.
We know Sandy well enough, and she will go on. What was so you've got vehicles, you got a shuttle, and
Yeah. Well, we're going to Annapolis. We're going to see the finish.
oh, great. Well, I wish I could see you here in Ohio, but I just cannot get down to the time stations. Uh, I cannot get down to the time stations,
Mhm.
but say hello to people there. They're great people um, in Oxford, and Jim, lawyer, who has interviewed Sandy. He's there at Blanchester. I don't know the gentleman that well who's at Chillicothe, but just be sure to stop in and say hello. These people have been watching, and a couple of them have been asking me about what's going on. So, blessings to you. By the way, anytime you're doing something like this again, Nancy, you got a job with the Ohio Ram Show.
All right.
I mean,
It was fun.
it was fun, and fun while it lasted. Sadly, it didn't last as long as we had hoped for, but um, give Sandy a big hug for me, will you?
Already done, but I'll do it again.
And tell her we all love her and admire her so much. And we look forward to having her on the Ohio Ram Show again before too long. And
Nobody knows the route better.
nobody knows it better, I don't think. Um, she just had that kind of mind, didn't she? I mean, she studied it carefully.
Yeah, she's phenomenally smart. Um,
Well, listen, thank you for spending time with me. I don't want to take any more time away from you. And but as I said, just hang on for a minute or two while we make sure we have everything downloaded. But thank you and for everything you've done, Nancy.
Thank you
And
too.
goodbye.
This is Gregory Zuber, thanking you for watching and sharing.